Hello. I was gonna film something on my camera, but I'm running out of time and I have to leave. But today is my hair and makeup trial. So I'm wearing a white skirt with a white tube top because they say to wear like white and to also wear something that's the same neckline as your dress. And I brought actually like a bustier that I was gonna wear in my bachelorette that actually is like the closest thing you could get to like the top of my dress. But I wasn't gonna show up wearing it because it's like a little scandalous. So I'm gonna bring it and be like, I can change into that if you would like to see that on me. But anyway, I think this will be fine. But yeah, I have to leave now. It's 40 minutes away and my appointment is in 40 minutes. So I have to leave. But yeah, I'm gonna get my hair and makeup done today. Okay, ready? Oh my gosh. Look how long my hair is. I love it. I love it so much. I like looked in the mirror and I was like, that's me? That's me? Oh, I love it. So on the day of, the one note I gave for makeup, hair, I was like, perfect. For one note I gave for makeup, because I am particular, because I am like into makeup myself, I was like, I want a little bit more lash in the inner corner, and I wanted a little bit more like definition for my in my inner crease. And she listened perfectly. She said the day of the wedding she'll like do a little more, but she couldn't like go back on like some of the lashes she did, so she was like, this is what you'll do for now, but like day of the wedding, like we got your plan done. But yeah, I love it so much, and like I can't believe like this is me. And this is what I'm gonna look like 3 weeks from now when I get married. And she put like a veil, like not with my makeup done, but my hair lady put a veil on me, and so I could see what it looked like. And I was like, don't cry, you're literally at your trial right now, do not cry. So yeah, so here's my hair and my makeup. And then she did like a little glowy thing on my chest that she said will be really pretty the day of too. 95 degrees in this car and I'm boiling, and I have a long drive to go and I already have to pee, so I'm gonna switch back and see you guys on the camera.
This feels like I'm cheating, like no, not that way.
Do I not look like myself?
No, I didn't mean cheating like that. I meant like,
oh, by seeing me?
By seeing you, I'm like to cheat, like I'm seeing you before you walk down the aisle.
Yeah.
Like if I saw your dress, it's that kind of cheating.
It is July 25th. It's Tuesday, July 25th. And Zach and I are getting ready to leave to go get our marriage license. So I'm wearing white. I'm wearing a white shirt, shorts, and then my happily ever after purse, and then my sparkly sandals. As always, I have like bruises and like random cuts on my leg. And I also have these ugly tan lines on my knees, because the beginning of the summer I was wearing jeans with a cutout like in the knees, so now my knees are just like so dark and like everything else is white, and like keep getting bruises on my legs from banging my legs on the same part of the bed like every day. So anyway, just please excuse that. But my cousin is meeting us. She's gonna be our witness. She lives in Jersey City, but she also works for Jersey City. So it's kind of funny that she's gonna be our witness. But after we pick up the marriage license, we can literally just get married any time we want. Like we could literally just have like anyone who is an officiant or is ordained just marry us, and we can send it in and be married. So it's like all the wedding planning thus far has just been like, you know, for like, what do I want the flowers to look like? What do I want the dress to look like? Everything has been just like for, I don't want to say looks, but it looks for the overall vision of what the wedding can be. But what we're doing today is the first step in like being legally married. It's a little weird to think about, and it's crazy, and yeah, but I'm excited. Anyway, I'm not wearing any makeup, just wearing some lip balm. We're gonna go to PNC after because we have to send a check to our florist because we're paying. That's the other thing. We are almost 2 weeks away from the wedding. On Saturday, it'll be 2 weeks. So a lot of our vendors, like the final payments, which I can't believe we're this close that we're paying our final payments. Most of them are due this Saturday. So one of them, we have to send a certified check in the mail, and then the other two we'll pay online, and then the rest of them are due, I think, literally like the day of the wedding. And don't even look at the mess behind me. That's all wedding stuff, but yeah.
It's gonna be a while before I get to it.
I would try to tell the story, but you can't hear me over the literal downpour that's happening. We got our marriage license. Well, we filled out our application. We sent it in. You can't hear me. It is a monsoon.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so we did our marriage license. We had it with our witnesses. We filled everything out. And now we don't pick it up until the week of the wedding, which typically it says on their website you pick it up 72 hours after. So I'm like a little worried about having to pick it up literally the week of the wedding, but it's fine. So yeah, that's done and exciting. Then we went to the bank because we had to send out a cashier's check for something for the florist. And now we're waiting outside because it's literally pouring rain. And like, there's no way we could, like, it's so crazy. Like, we cannot get home in this. So we're just gonna stay put, and Zach called a Lyft. So yeah, it's a little bit of a crazy story to tell, but you know what? It's our story. Did you just see that lightning? Like, this is so bad. We got home. It was pouring. We went to the bank. We got the check we needed for the florist. We'll send that out tomorrow in certified mail so that the florist has to sign for it. Anyway, I did a lot of little things for the wedding today and yesterday. Too much to even think of right now, so I will check back in at a later date with everything I've done, but it's been a lot of, we came up with a new favors idea over the weekend that we're gonna be doing, and then I did a lot of timeline stuff, little stuff for the welcome bags, but yeah. Good morning, you are actually in my dashboard right now. I'm on my way to get my hair cut, my hair trimmed before the wedding. There's a lot of dead ends, and honestly, they probably need to take like 2 or 3 inches off in order to get all my dead ends off. But we're just getting a tiny little trim because I want my hair to be long for the wedding, and with my beautiful extensions that I'm gonna have for the wedding, my hair can't be too short because then it'll like look like super full, and then just like extensions. Like, it'll be too obvious. And really quick, before I get on the highway, everyone has heard of the pink tax, but I feel like not a lot of people have heard of the bride tax until you're like a bride or someone you know is getting married. Like, obviously weddings are expensive, but like everything you're doing, the price goes up if you put the word wedding or bride in front of it. Like, I'm not even kidding. Caterers will charge you more for the same exact thing just because it's a wedding. In all of my wedding planning books, and like wedding planning TikTok is the worst for this. It's like the craziest beauty routines it has you doing. So in my thing, it's like, get a spray tan before your wedding, get your whole body wax before your wedding, get a facial 2 weeks before your wedding, get a facial 3 months leading up to your wedding. Like, it has you start doing beauty treatments 6 months before your wedding. And it's like, you don't need to do any of that. The most I'm gonna do, I'm getting my hair cut, I'm gonna get my underarms waxed, I'm gonna get my bikini waxed, and then that's just for the honeymoon. And like, that's really just for the honeymoon. Some of the things I saw were like, the day before the wedding, get a massage, like all these like things, and it's like, I'm sorry, I don't have massage money before my wedding. I have massage money for during my honeymoon, but it's just crazy. Like, I feel like there's all these expectations, like, you need to get a spray tan for your wedding, you need to get a full body wax before your wedding, you need to get your hair colored before your wedding, you need to get your nails done. Like, I think that's kind of normal. But it's just like, there's so many like beauty treatments that like, you have to do this, and it's like, no you don't. No you don't. Get a wax if you want to. If not, just shave. I'm only getting a wax because my hair grows back so fast, especially in my underarms, and when I'm holding up my bouquet, I don't want you to like see stubble or like razor burn. Do what works best for you. Do not do what works best for all the rich girlies on TikTok whose parents are paying for their weddings. So I'm not gonna go out and get all these crazy beauty treatments before my wedding just because TikTok makes me feel bad that I'm not getting a massage the day before my wedding. You know, it's stupid. That just goes for your entire wedding. Do whatever you want for it. Don't do what other people tell you to do. You don't have to do everything that everyone else tells you have to do. It's your wedding. It's your day. Do what makes you happy, okay? And there are some things that I wish I said no to for my wedding that are now locked into place and it's too late to go back, that I wish I wasn't doing. It is what it is. Doing and saying what you want for your wedding does not make you a bridezilla, and I think that's the trap I fell into a lot before I was even engaged. I made a lot of promises I shouldn't have made, because I didn't want to be a bridezilla. And now I'm like, me just expressing what I want and getting what I want for my own wedding that I'm spending tens of thousands of dollars on is not me being a bridezilla. Anyway, that's my rant. I'm about to get on the highway and get my hair cut. I'm now going to start putting together our welcome baskets. I keep saying welcome basket. Our welcome bags. Zach is in the background, so if you see a head floating above mine, that's him. So right now, I just finished the programs, thank God, and right now I'm going to be putting together the welcome bags, which I don't feel like it'll take that long at all. I'm just throwing things in a bag and then putting it in this clear container. But let me show you guys. So this is our wedding corner right now. It's a freaking mess, but you know what? It honestly doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to look when I first started wedding planning. I thought my house would be a mess before the wedding, and honestly it's just contained to this little area, so not so bad. But anyway, we have little bags of chocolate chip cookies because I wanted to get Chips Ahoy, but they didn't have it, but I wanted to get these because these are my favorites. And then we got little things of Cheez-Its because those are also our favorites. And then we have these little welcome notes with little something on the back with local recommendations, and then a little note about how we're going to be giving out donuts the morning after the wedding because we're not doing a brunch because who has the money for that. And then we have little mini bottles of water in there that we're going to do 2 in a bag, and then these big water bottles, and then these snacks, which is like an assortment of different like chips, will be for the day of the wedding for like people to snack on and have water and everything. But yeah, I also did the tip envelopes today, so I had to take a bunch of cash out at the bank, and wow, I've never seen that much cash in my life, because when you're planning a wedding and budgeting and figuring out like your budget and everything, which we did not stick to, and luckily everything turned out okay because we weren't keeping track of how much our wedding was costing. And then it just worked out that we saved up like more than enough. But oh my gosh, what was I about to say? So I prepared the tip envelopes. Part of budgeting and like figuring out like paying people for the wedding and how much you need for the wedding, I feel like you almost never take tips into account. So make sure you take that into account because you have to tip your DJ. If there's a DJ and he has an assistant, you gotta tip them both. You have to tip all of your photographers, your videographer, your hair and makeup, obviously, your florist delivery people, the maids or the cleaning services, I guess, for the hotel you're staying at. Oh, for us, we have to tip the maitre d' 3 to 5% of our catering bill. Yeah, there's just a lot of tips that you have to take into account. So that's my little like recommendation if you're planning a wedding or you're going to be. Don't forget the tips when you're working your budget together. But anyway, I put together this like little catalog of like all of the stuff that needs to be put out for the reception ceremony and out at the wedding in general. And I'm going to have a copy in here, and I'm also going to have a copy. I'm going to give like my venue a couple copies, and I'm gonna also print out my vows because they say to like have a printed copy of your vows to give to the officiant just in case something happens to your vow books. You know, you need those. So we're gonna handwrite our vows in vow books that we have once we finalize those, which mine are basically finalized and so are Zach's, but you know, we're gonna wait probably until like the Wednesday or Thursday before the wedding. But God forbid if we forget, they're at least printed out and with our officiant or with in this little like day of folder I've got. So we went to Costco, my mom has a membership, and bought all of these snack things. And then for the mints and the Hershey Kisses that we're putting in there, my mom went out and got those from Walmart for us because they didn't have them at Costco, which felt like it was a little weird. We have these Hershey Kisses, and then we have these like Lifesaver mints. So here's what our bags look like. They're green. We have a little mini water bottle. The reason I'm doing 2 of these instead of just one big bottle is because if there's like multiple people in a room or whatever, like, so they don't have to split a bottle. 1, 2, a bag of Cheez-Its, chocolate chips, a welcome note, and then I'll do 3 mints, because holy crap, 4 Hershey Kisses, and that's a welcome bag. so all of the welcome bags are done. There's 30 of them, and I'm gonna put them in this bin. And something tells me they're not all gonna fit, so I might have to layer them, but I'm hoping they don't get crushed because I don't want them to look all crushed. I was able to fit 26 in here. The rest of the 4 I just unpacked and added the extra stuff into this. So we have all the extra Cheez-Its, Hershey Kisses, chocolate chips, chocolate chip cookies, and mints in here. So I'm gonna bring this for like snacks for the wedding day, I guess, on top of all the other stuff we have. We have some leftover bottles. But yeah, I was able to fit 26 in here. Our room block is only 20, but some guests weren't able to get the room blocks, but they still got rooms at the hotel, so that's why I have 6 extras in here. And then I'm gonna I have these flip-flops in here, these white flip-flops for the girls on the dance floor. I'm gonna put them in here. All right, so it's actually like 1:45 in the morning. I don't know how this happened. 1 minute it was like 11:30 and I was getting a little tired, and the next minute I look up and it's 1:45, and it's officially our 6-year anniversary today. Things are really like coming together, so I want to show you guys. So here's what we got. Okay, everything here to the right is stuff that we're taking with us on Monday, and then this tower of boxes right here, so on the left side, and then these water bottles, those champagne bottles, or I guess they're Prosecco, and then we have orange juice in the fridge, are all going with us on the actual day. And then of course I have like my duffel bag, I might have another bag on top of that, and then Zach's bag that he has to also pack. But yeah, that's all stuff that's coming with us the weekend of the wedding, so on Friday. But all of this is coming with us on Monday. So I finished the flip-flops. They are very packed and like a little bit hard to grab, but like whatever, people will grab them. And then there's a sign that actually came with them that says, for your little, here's a treat for your dancing feet. And then I just put the ribbon that I actually used for the programs on it. So yes, only 4 flip-flops didn't fit in there, so I put that off to the side over there. And we'll donate those after the wedding, and for any that people don't take, we'll donate those too. He wants to focus on that other thing, like so bad. Okay, here it is. The Lars 081223, which is our date, and it's like a little like wand streamer thing, and you press it and it has this, and this as the options. So that's what's in this box. So flip-flops, welcome bags, little wand, light up wand streamer things, our programs looking beautiful, and then in here, in this large box, I have all the ceremony stuff. I can't even list it. If you want to see what I bought, that's everything in this box is actually in my last wedding planning, my random wedding planning video. So go check that out if you want to see what's in this box. But it's like table cards, place cards, our signature drink signs, our dessert table signs, wedding hashtag signs, everything little like that is in this huge box that we have right here. So if you want to see what's in that, go check out my previous wedding planning video, because I basically go over everything that's in that box. Getting all this stuff done today and yesterday, it lifts such a weight off my shoulders, and I'm like, I think I might actually be able to get excited and be excited for the wedding, I guess, because before I was so stressed out, I wasn't even excited. And now I'm like, I think I can get excited now. Like, I think since everything is basically done and vendors are all paid except for our venue which will get paid on Monday, I'm like, wow, like I guess I can be just excited. And like the fact that I couldn't even get actually excited until literally now it's 7 days before the wedding because it's past midnight. It's sad, but like at least I'm able to get excited now. So I'm hoping the rest of things go as planned, but I think I'm gonna have, so this is like the last of the wedding planning videos, but that I'm gonna film most likely. Good night, and I'll see you in the next clip.